Look at this gentleman. He is now the Prime Minister of France. He is Michel Barnier. He has been named by France's President Emmanuel Macron. He has been named, and it is almost 2 months since France's snap elections, which were ended in political deadlock. Let's go more about him. French President Emmanuel Macron has named Michel Barnier as Prime Minister. It's almost 2 months after France's snap elections ended in political deadlock. Mr. Barnier is now 73 years old. He is the European Union's former chief Brexit negotiator, and he led talks with the UK government between 2016 and 2019. A veteran of the right-wing Republicans Party, he has had a long political career and he has filled various senior posts. It's not just in France, it's also within the European Union. He'll now have to form a government. It will need to survive a national assembly that's been divided into 3 big political blocs, with none able to form a clear majority. 3 years ago, Mr. Barnier said he wanted to take on President Macron for the French presidency. He said he wanted to limit and took control of immigration. He eventually failed to be selected as a candidate by his party. He is known in France as Monsieur Brexit. Mr. Barnier, he will be France's oldest prime minister since the Fifth Republic came into being in 1958. So he is 73 years old and he is the oldest. He is set to succeed Gabriel Attal. He is France's youngest ever prime minister, who President Macron first appointed prime minister in early 2024 and who has stayed in post as caretaker since July. It has taken President Macron 60 days to take up his mind on choosing a prime minister, having called a political truce during the Paris Olympics. You know, Olympic is going on. It's now Paralympics, but some months ago Olympics held in Paris. In the past few days, he has interviewed several potential candidates for the job, but his task was complicated by the need to come up with a name who would not lose a vote of confidence on their first appearance in the National Assembly. The Élysée Palace said Mr. Barnier's appointment had come after an unprecedented period of consultation, and that Mr. Macron had ensured the Prime Minister and future government would offer the greatest possible stability and the broadest possible unity. Mr. Barnier had been given the task of forming a unifying government in the service of the country and the French people the presidency stressed. However, Mr. Macron's choice of Prime Minister has already caused discontent with left-wing New Popular Front, which won the most seats in the July snap election and whose own candidate for Prime Minister was rejected by the President. It's something really controversial as he did not get the majority. That's why the party that got the majority and they selected a name for Prime Minister as Prime Minister, but President Macron rejected that offer. Jean-Luc Mélenchon, the leader of the radical France Unbowed, the biggest of the 4 parties that make up NFL, reacted angrily. The election had been stolen from the French people, he claimed. Instead of coming from the alliance that came first on July the 7th, he complained that the Prime Minister would be a member party that came last at the elections. Please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.